So I'm back, and I'm going to film the Justice for Michael Jackson video right now. Like, this is going to be entirely regarding the verdict. And I know it's kind of late, but pretty much last Thursday I had the day off because I had to go to college to do an assessment. So it was really cool because when I got home I was able to watch the verdict be delivered live, whereas if I had work I would have missed it and I would have had to like watch one of the replays, which would not be like as cool. So that was really, like, it was really coincidental that I got to be at home during that time. And like, I mean coincidental because I did not plan it. It's not like I stayed home to watch the verdict. But yeah, it was amazing to be able to watch it live, and I did not know that my couch had so much edge to sit on, because like I was on the edge of my seat for so long until the moment she delivered the verdict. I jumped up and I started screaming, and I did not cry at all. Ever since the verdict has been delivered, I've never cried, even though it is a bittersweet reality. But I was more so happy. I more so feed on the sweet part about it. It's just so amazing that, you know, now we have someone to hold accountable and responsible for the death of Michael Jackson. You know, some people, they never get their justice, but we did, and justice was served for sure. So that's really cool. But then, you know, like I said, it's bittersweet because it's not going to bring Michael Jackson back. We will never really have him back, ever. Yes, we can experience him through his music. And there's this really, really beautiful quote that Michael Jackson had. I don't remember it word for word, but it was something along the lines of, whenever you want to feel close to me, just listen to my music, because that's where my heart and my soul is, you know? And I thought that was so beautiful. And it's so true because, you know, most of his songs were from his heart and, you know, like his soul. So what he put into those songs and we listen to, we take it in, and it's like having him with us, you know? So I thought that was a really cool quote. That made me smile, like really smile. I was like, but okay, no, I wasn't like that, but yeah. So that was amazing to watch the verdict live. And oh, an interesting thing was, like, Reeby's daughter screeched out in the middle, like, once the verdict was delivered, she let out a yell, kind of, and I didn't hear, like, I saw people talking about it on HLN, and I was like, what, I didn't hear that, and then I realized, well, I was screaming too, so how could I hear it? But the next time they showed it, I was listening, and I was like, oh my god, she did, she really screeched out, like, in the middle of the courtroom, which you're supposed to not, you know, really react like that, but, you could hear her be like, ah, and then someone was like, shh, so, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And they were saying that it was LaToya, which that is something LaToya would do, but it wasn't her. It was Reeby's daughter. So anyway, yeah, and I thought that, like, throughout the trial, sorry, I'm kind of like getting all excited now. Throughout the trial, the family was only allotted 6 seats, I think it was, 6 seats in the courtroom. So like any other family couldn't, like, wasn't able to attend, right? But I thought that that would be the case on the day of the verdict. But on the day of the verdict, I think the family held like 15 seats, because I saw Halima there, and Halima is Jermaine Jackson's wife. And I was like, oh, but why would she take one of the seats if they only have a limited amount? But they were actually given more seats. But two people I didn't see there were Randy and Janet. I'm not sure if they were there, but I didn't see them, like, go in or out of the court. So I'm assuming they weren't there. Maybe Janet's touring or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, so it must have been so amazing for the family. I kind of wanted them to show the family, but then I realized that would be a private moment. They wouldn't want everybody seeing their reactions. I heard that Catherine was crying. I heard that, or maybe Randy was there, because I think I heard that Randy hugged his mom. So yeah, he probably was there. Maybe even Janet was there. I don't remember, but I don't remember seeing them, but they probably were there. I don't see why they wouldn't be, but yeah, so it must have been like a really amazing moment for them, because that's what they've been waiting for. And some of them made statements on the way out of the courthouse, and like Jermaine said, you know, it's amazing, but at the same time it's not enough. And I understand that too, because like Conrad Murray, it's 4 years of his life. Michael, it's like all of the years of his life to come. You know, they're never going to come because he's dead. So, you know, it never really adds out. It never really what do you call it? Evens out. But yeah. So it's bittersweet for sure. But I was just so excited, and I was so happy to see Conrad Murray be handcuffed. That was like the part that I was waiting for. That sealed the deal for me. That did it. That did it for me for sure. I was like, yup, because like in 2005 when it was Michael Jackson's trial, you know, even before he was tried, like for booking, he was handcuffed, and it was shown like everywhere. It was shown live on TV. So that was kind of upsetting because a lot of us knew he was innocent, and it's just like really, like, wow, really, this is what you're doing to Michael Jackson? And, you know, he did that gesture where he kind of like, he had his hands behind his back, and he was kind of like showing the handcuffs, like, this is what they're doing to me. So that was like really upsetting for a lot of Michael Jackson fans who knew that he was 100% innocent. So it's like, if you handcuffed my 100% innocent Michael Jackson, then you better handcuff this 100% guilty man, right? And we never saw him being booked or anything like that, so we never got to see the handcuffs. But finally, I think it took him aback too, because the guy just kind of grabbed his arms and put them behind his back and handcuffed him. So I was like, yes. But I got the feeling that he really did not expect to be in jail until his sentencing. I think even Chernoff thought maybe he could go back home and, you know, prepare and stuff. So that was probably a really surprising for him. So I always make these jokes. Anybody who has me on Twitter would see that, like, I make jokes about Conrad Murray being like, oh, but I don't have my toothbrush. Because, you know, he has that, like, accent. So yeah, or he'd be like, I need my teddy bear. I don't know, I'm weird, but, I don't know. He probably was just so caught off guard. And the whole time, it was like he was, like, inhuman. He had no emotion. And the only thing he ever did was pick, poke, and play with his face. And I was getting so frustrated. I was like, if you touch your face one more time, I'm going to kick my foot through the screen. I swear. I just hated. He's always like sitting there picking his face or doing something stupid. And he never shows any emotion. So I was just like, okay. The only things, like, when he was being handcuffed, his eyes were, like, popping out of his head. He was like... So, yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much what I That's pretty much what I wanted to say. The last thing I want to tell you guys about is, like, the fact that today I really wasn't on Twitter at all. But I just checked Twitter on my laptop, and I see that Paris was, like, accepting people into her unicorn pack, and I feel so left out.